Okay, good morning to everyone. Myself Mohan Roy, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Tamil Nadu College of Engineering. Today we are going to see about Java programming for second year students. So this is Unit 1. What are the syllabus having the Unit 1 means? So OOPS concept and the fundamentals of Java. Okay, what are the OOPS concepts in data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, class and objects, and then procedural and object-oriented programming. And next one we are going to see about a history of Java, command variables, constants, so basic fundamentals. So need for why do we need for a OOPS concept in Java? The OOPS is an approach to program organization and development which attempt to eliminate some of the drawbacks of the conventional programming methods by incorporating the best structured programming features with several new concepts. So OOPS allows us to decompose a problem to a number of entities called the objects. It's built the data and methods around these entities. The data of an object can be accessed only the methods associated with the objects. So that kind of purpose we need the OOPS concept in Java. The introduction to the basic concept of OOPS. So object, class, data abstraction and calculation, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding and message passing. So what is object? The object is an entity. It is a instance of the class. That is called object. Example, the persons or place or account, bank account, the table of data, any item that program has to be handled. This is the object. You can see the any one object, that object having some properties. Then class. The entire set of data code we have to write in a class. The class handled by the object. Okay, the class is a user defined data type. The class contains variables, methods, and constructors. That is concept of class. How you can create the class means you can follow the syntax class name. Then inside the class you can declare the variables, methods, and constructors. Okay. So this is the example for the class name is a user defined name. Inside the class you can declare the variable, methods, and constructors. Then data abstraction. The data abstraction is representing the essential features without including the background details or explanation. This is called the abstraction. You can extract from the some specific details. This is called the data abstraction. Example, a class of car would be made of the engine, gearbox, steering object, and many more components. To build a car class, one does not need to know how different components work internally, but only how they interface with them, send the message to them, receive message from them, and perhaps make the different objects composing the class interact with each other. This is the example of abstraction. The need for between the procedural and the object oriented. It's already you know that the procedural oriented and the object oriented, right? So these are the differentiation of procedural and object oriented. Then some of the other paradigms. So the emphasis on data rather than the procedure. The programs are divided into objects, data structures, methods, and hidden. It is called encapsulation, and we communicate through the objects. The view in the world of the agents. So this is, you can see the pictures. This is the object and interact with each another through the message passing. Then the responsibility and messages already you know that. So this is the class, the blueprint of the class, idea of an object. So this is example for the class, the syntax. Already I told this is the syntax of the class. Inside the class we can declare the variable, constructors, and methods. And then we can create the object. What is the syntax of object means? This is the variable name, then class name, then new constructor. Okay, this is concept of object creation. Then hierarchy. This is based on the classes. We can follow the hierarchy. That is the inheritance. Inheritance means already you know that one class derived from another one class. That is the concept of inheritance. In Unit 2 we will discuss later. Briefly we can discuss. Okay. So this is inheritance concept. There are types of inheritance: single, multi-level, and hierarchical. Then method binding. So method binding means we can call the object, we can call the functions to the from the main function. Okay, that is called method binding. We can pass the number of arguments or type of argument based on the overriding. Overriding is a method. Method names are same and arguments are same. We can call them method from the derived class. And then exception, the exception or the errors, we can handle the exception. That is called exception handling. Okay, then exception class. So this is a hierarchy of the exception class. Then summary of the rules. Already told these are the points, basic concept of rules or Java buzzwords. Then abstraction. So already you know the data abstraction, beginning of the abstraction, Java history. So beginning earlier the evolution of languages, low level languages, intermediate languages and high level languages. Java is a high level languages extended from C and C++ then Java. Okay. So 1979 it's developed. This is a history of Java. Okay. Right. You can see that. So these are buzzwords. These are features of Java. So what is the features of Java means? The simple, secure, portable, object-oriented, robust, multi-thread architecture to interpret high performance, distributed, and dynamic. So these are the points we have discussed in the features of Java. Okay, right. Then data type, you know the basic fundamentals of C, C++, Java. The same manner is the similar in Java. So these are the Java different 8 simple data types. That is a primitive data types: byte, short, long, float, double, character, boolean. So these are the, this is called data types. Okay, the range it will be vary from each data type. Then variables, how to declare the variables in Java, then variable, how to declare the variables, and then what is a variable, then array, normal variable and array variable. So array is a group of data type, group of values stored in a single variable that is called as array. How we can declare, create it and initialize and use it. Then this is the way we have to represent this in the array. Then creation. Then array indexing. Based on the index value, we can store the values. This is the initialization. Then types of array, single dimensional, multi-dimensional array. We have to use that. Then types of operator, we have to use that. So basic fundamental operators, arithmetic, assignment, relation, logic, bitwise. So these are the operators we have to use that. So expressions, the combination of expressions. Then control statements. The control statement is there are two types of conditional and unconditional. Conditional has there are two types: selection statement, iterations, and jumping statements. There are three types of statements we have to use that. Selection means we have to use the if else, else if later and switch statement. Iteration means we have to use the while, do while, for, and jump. The statements we have to use that. Okay. I hope you. Thank you for the session. I hope you understand. Thank you.